Hello friends, today's lecture is based on life cycle pattern of Volvox. In this lecture, we are trying to cover the systematic position, habitat means occurrence, then thallus structure of the Volvox, then individual vegetative cell of the Volvox, then and at the last the asexual reproduction. In part second, we are going to study the Volvox sexual reproduction. Okay, so we are starting with the systematic position of the Volvox. It is belong to division Chlorophyta. Chlorophyta, as you know, that it is one of the largest division, having the largest class, that is the class Chlorophyceae. These Chlorophyceae and Chlorophyta are typically called as the green alga. Their number is very huge compared to other classes or divisions of the algae. Then order of Volvox is Volvocales, then family is the Volvaceae, and genus is the Volvox. This is about the systematic position, means classification of Volvox. Then habitat, its occurrence. First point, it generally occurs in temporary freshwater reservoirs, but also occurs temporarily in permanent reservoirs like lakes, tanks, etc. One thing is clear that it is a freshwater alga. It can occur in temporary water reservoirs or permanent water reservoirs. Point second, the colonies multiply so rapidly during rainy season. Its growth is very rapid during rainy season, and we are found that the entire green carpet like structure developing on the water body, that is nothing but the Volvox colonies. So point second, the colonies multiply so rapidly during rainy season that the entire pond is covered by them and looks greenish. Okay. Number 3, it is represented by about 20 species. There are 20 species of Volvox. Among them, the common Indian species are Volvox globator, Volvox prolificus, Volvox africanus, Volvox merrili, Volvox aureus, and last one is the Volvox rouseolitae. So these are the most common Indian species occurs in our country. Then its thallus structure. Thallus means vegetative structure. First point, Volvox is colonial alga. It is a colonial alga, means it can prefers to live in the colony. So it is a colonial alga. Number 2, colonies are oval. The Volvox colonies are oval to spherical in shape. This is the structure of their colonies with 500 to 6,000 cells. The number of cells in the colony is varies, and that number is from 500 to 6,000. Number 3, the cells are biflagellate. Biflagellate means each cell of the Volvox having two flagella. So cells are biflagellated, so they considered as a motile cells. So vegetative cells are motile due to presence of flagella and are arranged in a single layer within the periphery of the gelatinous colonial envelope. Okay, they are arranged in a single layer, and that single layer of the cells is covered by the gelatinous envelope or gelatinous sheath. Number 4, each cell of the colony has its own gelatinous sheath. As you know that entire colony having the gelatinous covering, as well as each cell of the Volvox having the gelatinous covering. Number 5, In most of the species, adjacent cells are connected by cytoplasmic strands, which are formed during the cell division. While cell division takes place in volvox, the cytoplasmic strands can be developed, and these cytoplasmic strands are attached to the cells which are nearby in position. Number 6. The central hollow cavity, hollow means empty. The central hollow cavity of the colony is filled with watery or gelatinous substance. Whatever the central cavities are present, that central cavities having the watery or the gelatinous substance. So this is about the entire thallus structure of the volvox. Now see the diagram. These diagrams gives us idea about the entire colony of the volvox and the individual somatic cells means vegetative cells of the volvox. You see in this diagram, this is the circular colony of the volvox. This volvox colony having the many cells form the mother colonies, as well as they form the daughter colonies, as well as each cell having the two flagella. Okay, so this is the number A, that is the colony of the volvox. Now in the B diagram, again we are observing here the small part of the nostoc colony having the single cells and each cell having the flagella. So this is about the B diagram. In C diagram, the individual cell of volvox is showing. There are two individual cells of the volvox. They are egg-like or they are pyrenoid. Then each cell having the chloroplast, then eye spot, then two flagella towards its anterior side, then their cytoplasmic strands, then their vacuoles, then their chloroplasts. Means in this way, this is the structure of the individual vegetative cell of the volvox. Now we will observing the vegetative cell description. Now this slide gives us idea about the single vegetative cell of the volvox. Number 1, each vegetative cell is biflagellate, means having two flagella. Motile, due to presence of flagella it is motile, and ovoid its shape. Number 2, the two flagella are anteriorly inserted. The flagella are attached to the cell towards its anterior side, not towards its back side or posterior side. Number 3, two contractile vacuoles, two smaller vacuoles are situated near the base of flagella. Two vacuoles are present near the base of the flagella. This is one of the taxonomic information about the cell. One each of the base of each flagellum. Two vacuoles, two flagella, and each vacuole present at the base of the flagellum. Number 4, cup-shaped chloroplasts. Chloroplasts are the having the chlorophyll pigment for photosynthesis, and these chloroplasts cup-shaped. These chloroplasts are cup-shaped. Cup-shaped chloroplasts occupies much of the posterior part, which is situated a single pyrenoid toward the posterior side of the vegetative cell, having the cup-shaped chloroplast, and that chloroplast occupies more and more portion of the cell towards posterior side, and this chloroplast having the single pyrenoid. And these pyrenoids are the starch synthesizing bodies. Number 5, in the cavity formed by the cup-shaped chloroplast lies a single nucleus surrounded by cytoplasm. Okay, in the chloroplast there is a single nucleus surrounded by the cytoplasmic material. Number 6, cytoplasm is rich in volutin grains. So this is one of the nutrition available to the cells in the form of volutin grains. They are present in the cytoplasmic material. Eye spot or stigma occupies anterolateral position. These eye spots or stigma occupies on the cells toward the anterolateral positions. So now the next aspect is the asexual reproduction of the volvox. Number 1. Asexual reproduction takes place by special type of cells situated at the posterior end of the colony. Asexual reproduction takes place by some cells. These cells are considered as special cells and situated toward the posterior side, not anterior side, toward the flagellum. They present toward the posterior side. Number 2. These cells are called gonidia or parthenogonidia. These asexually reproductive cells are called as gonidium singularly and gonidia plurally, and parthenogonidia and parthenogonidium plural and singular. Number 4. They are spherical and highly vacuolated. They are circular in structure and vacuoles also present. Number 5. They develop numerous pyrenoids within their chloroplast. They develop numerous pyrenoids within their chloroplast. As you know that pyrenoids are the starch synthesizing body. They also present in the chloroplast of the gonidium. Number 6. The gonidia do not have flagella and eye spot. These two structures or parts are absent in the gonidium. Number 7. Usually two gonidia are separated by several vegetative cells. You see in the diagram, this is the structure of the gonidium, which is the 10 times larger than the vegetative cells, and these gonidia are separated from each other due to the activity of the nearby vegetative cells. Okay, and at maturity these gonidium come outside from the colonies and germinates individually and produce new individual colony of the nostoc. Not nostoc, volvox. Number 8. The protoplast of the gonidium divides and form the daughter colonies, and the protoplast of the gonidium divides by cell division and it causes the daughter colonies of the volvox. In this way, this is the very easiest asexual reproduction in the volvox. In next lecture, we will trying to see the sexual reproduction present in the volvox. Now this is the reference book I have used while preparing my presentation. Thank you very much.